Hello guys, and welcome to a new Star Division 2 video today by myself, Vulcan, and Attack Power.
Hey guys, always good to be here.
In this video we have for you game 1 of a best of 3 between Onord and Khers in the third place final of Division 1 Season 9 playoffs of the Steel Division 2 League. Today they are playing on Tali, Ihantala, and on our left in the red team we have Onord playing on the allied side using the 44th Guards Rifles and the Maverick deployment type. And on our right in the blue team we have Khers on the Axis side using the 1st Lovas and the Maverick deployment type. I know you have something to say about the Lovas here, Attack Power.
Yeah, I think that's a really dumb choice. I don't know why you would pick that division on this map. I like First Lovas. I do. I think it's very strong. It's got a lot of powerful tools, but those powerful tools are not good here. Way too much open ground. Your Terrans are essentially useless outside of a couple key couple areas. 44th has got T-34-85s. I'm not sure how you deal with those. Once if Onord gets up some AA, that's it. I mean, that's basically like they got the 1944 variant, so they can sit at 2K range. First Lovas really doesn't have much in the 2K department at all. I don't know why you would pick this division for this map.
Yeah, and they've also got the SU-152 on the 44th as well, haven't they? So big HE heavy hitters at range.
Yeah, I literally have no concept of why you would pick this either first or second. This isn't a counter pick by any stretch, and it seems crazy to me to be a first pick. I don't know why you picked this map, this division here. I really don't.
And you can definitely hunker down with infantry availability, in terms of the numbers of your squads are very sort of chunky, so you can kind of just be very sticky on some of these flags. And in a long game he might be able to do some funky business on the top side of the map here, or maybe around the bottom, at the bottom of the lake, that kind of thing. But he's definitely getting nowhere in the middle of the map against.
Well, yeah, I mean
the
entire middle of the map here. And the other problem is too, they're slow. So it's one thing if it was a fast division, it could get into positions early and then hunker down. It can't even do that. So I just don't know what the thought process was for picking this division. I really just don't.
Let's have a quick look at what's going down here. On the top side for Onord, we have the snipers, the flamers. There's going to be the 45mm AT gun. We've got some guards in there. We also have the OB-25 and an SU-43 and an 85mm AA at the start of the game with an SU-152. A couple guards at the back. Further down, we have the sniper, SG-43, another OB, some snipers, flamers, another AA piece at the start, 2 start 25mm with another SU-152, and on the bottom side, just one guard to hold the flags down there. For Khers, on the top side, he's going for the Schwarloser, lots of Schwarloser, with the Hazarok, a 40mm AA for him as well, with the Aglasok, Hasagoyo Sadashok, with the Turan 2 that was going the wrong way for a little while there. Hazarok, Hasagoyo Sadashok with the 40M going to the middle, that's 75mm, that's basically a pack 40 with a 75mm gun there with the Feldele Toyaron. In the middle we've got Langsodashok and another infantry gun. I think they're technically an artillery piece. And then on the bottom side he's got the Kadak Palasok, Hasadok, Hasago Solashok, Toldi and Toran. So it looks like he's going for a little play on the bottom side here early on.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. We don't see that very often, to be sure. This Schwarlo's a blob. It's quite entertaining.
In the middle, Langsodashok gonna get pinned early on by the SG, but does manage to smoke itself off without taking any damage, so that's nice. Schwarloser have got into position. They will want to stop the flamers getting close. However, they are both targeting the SG-43 right now rather than the flamers that are running towards them. OB is going to catch out one of the Schwarloser further up before it unloads, and now the SG-152 coming in there absolutely blasted, and the flamer got close enough to the Schwarloser to push it out of position. That's really, really bad news for Khers here at the start. Turan 2 engaging the OB there.
Yeah, not great. Turan 2 trying to support. Isn't gonna do a great job, truth be told.
The Turan 2 does have decent HE fire support, so it can kill an OB quite quickly. And it does stop it from killing the double Schwarloser, which is going to pin down the guards. In the middle, we've got the OB that's going to be pinning down some of the infantry here, although it's going for the Pack 40 that's been unloaded in the open. The OB could get the better of that. That would be really bad news again for Khers here at the start of the game.
Yeah, losing that pack's a big loss. I mean, you get plenty of them, but it's still 60 points you're losing for little to nothing. This OB should take it out, especially with the SG helping. If it is, no, it's hitting the infantry.
Yep, the SG-152 going to be hitting the 75mm gun further back as well. And the nasty thing about losing the 75mm AT gun there is the SG-152 won't have a threat against it early on, and can definitely just continue to dominate this middle area of the map, which we expected going in. But yeah, Khers still making this push on the bottom side. It is going to be very slow, so Onord is going to have plenty of time to react to that. The Schwaloser that were holding the center further up are both going to be going down as the 85mm AA gets involved there.
Yeah, this is just nasty looking. Like, if you look already, like look at the difference in forces already, and we've barely started. They're on mirrored income, so it's not like any player will have an advantage really at any point. These early A-phase plays actually really matter in the Maverick on Maverick match, because getting those early points can really set you up to win the long game. SU-152 chunking out that Goya Shotoshok there. 40 pack 40 goes down. I'm shocked at this division choice.
Well, let's put a positive spin on it and try and find out what Khers is trying to do here. 75mm trying to engage the guards. Briefly saw them thanks to the Feldeditor. But yeah, it was a big investment in infantry here on the top side. I think this is one area where Khers can potentially make use of his infantry if he can bring up some support in the form of the AT gun. So he's got a 75mm AT gun on the way. He might be able to kill some of these tanks and use his infantry advantage here, because his infantry is much better than Onord's is. So in those close range engagements he can definitely make something work.
Yeah, for sure. I think that northern area is probably his best bet. At least in this area, the Terrans are going to be a little bit more effective as well. It's a little tighter. You know, there's a little bit more to work with over there in terms of like tight distances. I mean, there's no way he's winning down south. I mean, way down south, he's got this push that he's kind of he's moving again. They kind of held up for a little bit. He's got the recon stuff. It doesn't look like Onord has really noticed the gravity of this push down south, the significance of it. Yeah,
could capture a couple of flags here for a decent chunk of time for Khers, especially if he gets the infantry into a good position.
Yeah, and the truth is, I understand. Like, when I play this map, I never look down here. I'm literally like, oh crap, that's right, there's another part of the map. I hope nothing happened. And usually nothing has. But in this case, something has happened. And there goes 2 flags over to Khers, uncontested.
Yeah, Onord will just look at the flags and be like, why is it 14-10 in favor of Khers right now? And then he'll check the rest of the map and be like, oh. And then he'll realize. But hasn't noticed yet. There's nothing coming in down there. On the top, we got the Hasarok engaging the guards, and Asuko Soroshok should pin down the guards there as well. But Tu-2S, your favorite bomber, coming in to help out.
These feel less disgusting than they used to. Once they nerfed them price-wise, they're way less spammy. What were they before? Like 90 points or something really stupid. T-3045 takes out the Tehran 2 outside of the town, and now there's really nothing there to stop this. Tehran 2, the other Tehran 2 trying to take on the T-3045, of course, cannot pen it. Has no chance at all. AA taking...
JU-87.
Yeah, he's not making it. Nope. Even if he does, it's going to be so spread it's not going to do anything. He's not making it. Oh, comes up short.
Yeah, he's also going to probably get shot down by the 25mm. We also have the SU-152 killing the AA of Khers. So things just going from bad to worse in the center of the map.
Oh.
So getting killed by the PTRD. Oh, and because it's a 5-man squad, it does die in its half track as well. That's brutal. Oh, Pack 40 is going to get the shot on to the 1943, however, but only one as it reverses into light cover. Khers still making ground on this bottom side. Onord not reacting to it just yet. Oh, there we go. Finally, a couple guards being brought in to try and clear that out. But he has no idea what's down there. He might just think it's like one unit, so he might not invest enough to make that happen. Unit in the middle it goes down, and now the Yak 1 coming in for the clean kill onto the Pack 40. Nicely done. And that's back. But it's going to go to a 15-9, Khers.
Yeah. Another pack. Yeah, with the Pack 40 loss up north, though, I mean... We're still in A phase, and if he brought 1 card of Pack 40s, that's it. Like, he's called 3 in, and that's all you get with 1 card. So this could be problematic. I mean, it was already problematic. He had very few ways to kill tanks, and now he seems to have even less. And now this Pack 40 is getting targeted. And this SU-152 just chunking the infantry. Oh, double Focke-Wulf F8's coming in. Try to take out this Yak and fail.
That was kind of embarrassing for the Focke-Wulf 190s there, because they did absolutely no damage. Now the TU2 coming in for the bombing strike onto the last of those Pack 40s in Phase A. That is rough. Oh, it didn't actually kill the Pack 40. That's incredible, actually, that it didn't manage to find that. And now this Focke-Wulf, oh, it's in a bad spot. The Yak 1B somehow pulling off a miracle. And that Focke-Wulf surely going to go down. Oh, the 85 shot chasing it. Oh, now on the bottom side, the guards getting into position to try and hold, but Khers going to be able to overwhelm the two guards there. I know I'm not really investing enough to stop that, but now the TU2 coming in with the bombing strike. He does have an idea now at least of what is there, but he's going to have to really find some more troops to push that back.
Yeah, and the bombing strike... Yeah, it won't do a ton because the infantry are quite spread out. The Goda Shock took some damage, but everyone else is fine. You know, and this is where you want your Turan too to be nice and tight here.
And meanwhile, on the top side, guards take out the 2 health left on that Pack 40, so that's now dead. T-34-76 going for the kill onto 75mm infantry gun. Things getting very, very dicey here for Khers on the top side.
Yeah. And remember, it's a 13-11 for Onord with the fact that Khers has 2 extra flags down south. Although we see this cheeky grab here, this weird salient grabbing one of Khers' flags here. Very strange.
Yeah, that one guard's DP actually holding 3 flags now, getting pushed off it by the Palasok as they come up. Yak 1B now coming in for the support on the bot side. And this is the trouble with pushing this far up into like enemy territory, is that if you don't bring the AA support with you right from the get-go, you are just going to be able to get picked off like this. Oh
yeah. And these Yak 1Bs are really effective bombers with their 100-kilogram bombs. They do quite well. And of course, the TU2Ss are the TU2Ss. Just very solid bombers overall. Yep. And even the infantry in the center town are getting slowly beaten down here. TU2S coming in probably for this Goya Shock here, I would assume. Should survive, but it's going to obviously be pinned.
Yep, the Flamer might jump forwards to get that surrender. On the bottom side, it was one thing I noticed is that Onord brought in this Flamer and then like unloaded it really early, and I assume it's because he was really worried that he was going to lose a spawn. And I was just thinking, like, if Khers had to cut off that spawn on the bottom side, that would have actually put him in a really nice position down there.
Yeah, maybe he should have just been more aggressive and tried to like weirdly flip this entire map. Like played a top bottom kind of thing. I don't even know like what the plan would be, but I mean, at least you would have brought in AA, could have just kept flowing into the back lines of Onord. It would have been very interesting, but fortunately he did not make that play. And he keeps throwing troops into this T-30-45. I'm not sure how he kills it. We are in Phase B now, though, so I would assume some more Pack 40 should be on the way. T-34-76 down south took a pen from the Toldi 2. A nice side shot there. So he continues to hold those flags. These Tankos going towards the center now, too, to clear us out. This is good. This could still go any way. Khers still on the 13-11.
Yeah, he's still just about holding the lead on the tickets. We are also going to potentially see the Hetzers come in at some point, so those will actually be viable options for killing T-34s. Maybe not at range against the T-34 1944, but it will be in range to engage like the 1943s at least. Kedek Palasok on the bottom side getting forced back. This infantry is getting a little bit thin. He's going to want more reinforcements down here soon.
There's no way to get him there, though, really. I mean, like, it's a 5-minute drive around.
Yeah, but doing so, like, sooner than later, right? And getting them on the walk early on so that they do arrive at the point in which he needs them is probably a good shout.
Yeah, he did bring in the Korasak here, down here. Parasok, excuse me. I mean, he's not moving him, though. I think he either forgot about him or had some other intention with them. Off-map coming in, 210. I mean, it's a natural place to drop an off-map, but the truth of the matter is there's really not much there.
Kill the T-34.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe he'll get lucky and kill the T-30-45. That would be worth it on its own. But we'll see.
Although I think it's not the same one that got penned by the Pack 40, because it doesn't look damaged when I zoom in. So maybe not. If it wasn't already damaged, then that artillery is very unlikely to kill it.
Yeah. I don't know. But if we look at the map, there's not a lot of blue.
Yeah, the only other
Not a
thing
lot.
that like Khers could do here is use smoke. Like if he were like on this bottom side, if he managed to cut off that spawn, he could probably like smoke the mid to get more reinforcements down that road into like the place where the guards DP are on the top side of the lake. And that could have been a nice play. But yeah, he is currently being beaten back heavily by Onord in the top side of the map now. And his recovery here is gonna make or break this game, I think.
He's got a Pack 40 coming in to try to kill this SU-152. Killing those is pretty key so he can start moving his soft units up. But up north, his infantry have been broken down. He'll probably lose his flag on the little island here. And the problem is, too, Onord's basically already cut off the reinforcement route to this. So once your infantry are dead here, I'd probably fall this Husarok back just to hold the flag. Because once you're cut off of there, it's really hard to get back on that little island.
Yeah, that T-34 covering the bridge would be really, really irritating. Yeah, you're correct. That Husarok does not need to be there right now. Flamers versus Akasok. The Khers having a little bit of a hard time there, the two-man squad. Now we've got Shvaloza coming under fire from the SU-152, T-34, T-2 trying to kill off the Ogdemachiki there. We do have a Pack 40 coming down to cover the mid. If he can sneak that forwards, he might be able to pick off a SU-152, but there is a second one behind it that's going to be at range.
Redundant. It's got the redundancy already set. And down south, the infantry has been broken down even further. You have just one Husarok squad, and now the Tehran 2 is getting hunted down by his T-34-76. At this range, I mean, it may get super lucky, but no, it didn't get super lucky, and it died.
It was firing heat, so same penetration at any range.
It still needs 90 on 90. You still got to get lucky.
Indeed, yeah, indeed. That's what I mean. Is that the max range is still only hitting what, like 35%.
You are correct. I guess you have a good chance of actually landing a shot at close range. I guess would be a better way to say it.
True. Yeah, that looks like the Husarok are going to go down. Avto's charging them down regardless. Husarok MG42 coming in to try and hold that, but we're going to have to watch out for the T-34-76 taking that out across the bridge. Akasok finally deal with that two-man infantry squad, and this bottom side is just waiting to be taken back by Onord.
Yeah, and once he does, it'll go to a 14-10, and just everything's looking bad. Everything is looking quite rough. So in the middle, we have a double sniper moving forward to the two SU-152s, a 37 mil. One sniper does go down to the 75 mil. That's nice. The other issue is now the Pack 40 can't even safely move out because the OB-25 is there as well. Like, if that thing pokes his head out, it's going to insta-die, basically. Here comes a Hetzer finally coming in. Will it turn the tide? Not really sure.
We saw the Husarok MG42 get killed on the top road. It died trying to cross the bridge. The T-34 did its job. Now the Pack 40 trying to kill that back though. With the driver kill, it should manage to do the job.
But it misses. Oh my god, I would have just barfed from that second. I hate when these things hit the first shot and miss the second. I'm like, you already landed a hit. Yeah. we did it.
The same goes for anything, really.
Yeah, no, it's very frustrating. So double 210 coming in? I only saw one drop. I guess it got pushed off too soon. Now this one's going to die. I don't think that was worth it.
Yeah,
ooh.
That is unfortunate. The first one got forced off by the first 85 mil shot. And the second one managing to get through, but costing its life. Hopefully that was the one that only had one strike left. If it wasn't, I feel like Khers will be kind of annoyed at this point. Because those both have two strikes and one's already placed it.
Down south, the salient has finally been closed. With Tron 2 down, the Husarok is getting pinned, and it will be surrendered. And there's a potential for a counter push here. I mean, if he just keeps driving that T-34-76, there ain't much there to stop him. Obviously, not that he knows that, but why would there be much down there to stop him, really?
Yeah, the Kelek Parasok finally working their way around. But like, if he'd brought in more infantry and done this sooner, that Kelek Parasok would have been like further up. Any infantry and stuff he brought around there would have been fine. But alas, 40M on the 75 mm gun engaging the SU-152 in the mid will find the kill. OB trying to get a shot on target there. That 40M's going to have to do a runner.
Yeah, he needs to run. He's going the wrong direction. There we go. He's now falling back. Now the Hetzer is in position here to do some fighting. I'm always afraid to go up against OB-25s. They pen way better than they should. T-3045 looking stressed. I'm not sure why, though. I guess the off-map, perhaps? This Toldi 2 shouldn't really be doing it.
Okay, maybe already took a shot from the Jagdpanzer.
Perhaps. Hetzer moving forward now. Does it have a line of sight? It does. And down it goes. Finally killing that off.
Yep. In the mid, OB just going to have to sit there and cover off against the AT gun. He can't really do anything against the next SU-152 for the time being. He's going to have to find a way to deal with the OB and sniper separately. The Hasselhock, MG42 and Arkasok all unloading back there with the other Jagdpanzer, kind of just sitting around not really doing very much. Just about stopping this guard from capturing 2 more flags on the bottom side at least. There's Kadak Palasok there capturing the bottom one. But yeah, it's only a matter of time by the looks of it that the floodgates open and Onord suddenly takes over half the map. At least flag-wise, because he's got like 1, 2, 3, 4 flags basically on the brink of being captured here, which would send him wildly into the lead.
Now up north, Khers did manage to get another infantry unit onto that little island, so that's actually a big deal. He can hold that off for a little bit, but he's got to position it right to stop these Gavardi before they get into cover. Which right now he's sitting in yellow cover, and if they end up in green, it's going to be really bad. But the Tu-2S already coming in to bomb that. It appears to be off target, and the Nimrod is there as well. Nimrod being a fantastic AA piece. Actually, that and the 40 mil actually force it off finally before it drops a bomb.
It'd be nice for it to get shot down as well, but I don't think
never
it
die.
quite has enough to do that. Those bombers very, very strong.
Yeah, they're immortal. They don't die. They just can't be killed.
Lots
In
more
the middle
infantry
here-
piling in into the middle. Yeah, that's potential.
And and Khers here actually having the armor advantage for once. Now there is a T-34-85 moving in. Can that Hetzer take care of it? But the Hetzer is currently side. Oh no, it's going after the further Hetzer. The closer one though should have a shot. It does. I don't know if that's a micro mistake or just the AI picking a bad target.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Missing twice. Oh, that's frustrating. 2 misses out of the Hetzer so far. Did not land a hit yet. 3 misses. What? Come on. Oh, wow. That off map is bad.
Does manage to penetrate T-34-85, and that off map is going to be disgusting though when it lands. So
Finally takes out the...
Yeah, traded T-34 for a Jagdpanzer. That's actually not bad at all. The Jagdpanzer 38 trying to kill off the SU-152 almost did. Taking out both of those armoured vehicles would actually be a huge swing in the mid here, but on the bottom side, the Guards DP now just moving across the open with the 40mm AT gun taken out, or the PAC-40. The name always confuses me with the 40M.
Yeah.
It is 15-9, so he's going to be losing tickets, but this off-map is brutal.
Yeah, the Hetzer down south died as well. I think it died to that OB-25. I don't see what else would have killed it. I'm telling you, that OB-25 has way higher... It says 90 millimeters penetration. It has like 1,000 millimeters penetration. It pens everything. It's ridiculous.
Just low penetration chance, but high damage. That's the problem. The tanker with the double surrender on the top side, thanks to the off map. The 85mm killed the Hetzer up there as well. So things going from bad to worse here again for Khers. He looked like he was just about getting back on his feet, and then, yeah, it is falling apart rapidly.
This recon 2-man squad killed the Gavardia DP in the transport, but it gets deleted. Oh, that's a sad face.
Yep, Schwarlaser are coming up, not really in the right place anymore. Hasselhock at the MG42 going to be trying to hold off the double guard on the bottom side, but T-34-76 is creeping. And that's not going to be good news because it doesn't really have the range to deal with that. Jagdpanzer in the mid, going to try and stop these tankos. And does manage to take out one squad. But, oh, the AT gun getting caught out by the guards. No.
It's so hard to watch transport snipes because it happens to all of us, but it's just so hard to see. Because you know how, like, it's so crushing to watch your stuff die in transport. You're like, I got no value out of that at all. Like,
yeah.
Zip, not a zilch.
60 points down the drain. And since we are into phase C, 60 points is quite a lot of points, as both players now have 80 points per minute to spend. Well, Hasselhock, MG42 getting surrendered. Now just the Schwarlaser in the way that the T-34 can get rid of.
152 coming down again. Not a ton of targets there, though. Khers is kind of moving back into it. Oh, my goodness, the amount of HE. It's just destroying those infantry. Go to Shotoshok, do take out a Gavardi in the transport. They, of course, survive because it's a machine gun. Here comes his own 210, I believe. So it looks like the one with more charges survived, unless this is just a feint.
Well, they both would have had one left. It's just one would have had two strikes, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Well, it didn't even get it off, so irrelevant, I guess. Oh, Botan dies from the SU-152. Of course, that's fully deleted because of that. Hetzer out of range now. SU-152s and Grillas can be so obnoxious that way that they just keep bobbing in and out of range. It's so frustrating.
Bottom side, 75 mil's got to be a hero. Can it find the shot? No, it can't. The full backup from Khers there is going to get it killed, to be honest. They probably should have just gone for a last-ditch effort with the last shot. Asadok going to hold back the guards for the time being. Lovas further forwards going to be doing the same. But this off map is relentless. It keeps coming down. And now we see another Pack 40 dying to the SU-152 further up. The guards have got on the island there. It's going to make things very difficult. AT gun goes down on the bottom side. Shvalos are holding back the guards, but the T-34 should be able to deal with that. I'm just surprised that Khers is able to hold on right now, but I think it's just the nature of Tali Ihantala.
Yeah, I was just about to say, this is the most, like, shaky 1410 I've ever seen. It's like this shouldn't be a 1410. This should be, like, easily 16-8. But the second this pocket in the center finally gets killed off, this pocket down, there goes the south pocket. So that'll be 2 flags, so we'll be at a 15-9. Take out some of these infantry, and all of a sudden you're maybe even at a triple tick at this point.
Double Jagdpanzer there, managing to get shots onto the T-34-85 in the mid.
And fails, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Oh, it couldn't have got worse. The SG-152 shooting not crit, and then the T-34-85 94 44 getting the kill. Yeah, 16-8. Now it's looking like it should do.
Yes, I feel like the meme with the kid with the veins bulging out of his head watching that. It's like, yeah, right. We all know the feeling. We really do. I was arguing with someone, Vulcan, the other day because they were talking about a Flak 88 having 110%, good penetration on a tank. They're like, how did he not penetrate that tank? It had 76% pen chance. I was like, well, you forgot my bad luck debuff. It goes down to 25% for everything. Mm-hmm. All penetration's 25%.
Yeah. Anytime it's not 100%, it's basically 0%.
You're basically 1 in 5 pens.
So on the bottom side, Asuka Yosula coming in, but they're not going to get close without AT support. Asuka Hasadok in the middle, dealing with double 45 mm AT gun, which are actually going to win that engagement, which is rather depressing. Tanko is going to be able to take care of the Hasadok in the trees there as well, which gives more flags to Onord. Another 2 flags, in fact, bringing us to a triple tick.
There it is.
At this point in the game, that's very rough. Now TU2S and the Yak 1B coming in for the mid. The 40 mm AA is very low and stressed. It might just get bombed out.
Yeah, we'll see here. Yak's going to get forced up, but the TU2S probably... Well, the Nimrod's here as well, but I don't think it's going to stop it in time.
Did manage to get its bombs off. It's just hardly accurate enough. On the bottom side, TU2S takes out the Schwaloser that was holding position there. So now we're 19-5. Oh. That's rough.
JU-87 down south did take out the T-30-45, but... excuse me, 76. But these Husa go to Shotoshoks have a long walk to do, especially with only 3 minutes on the 19-5 triple tick going on here. Oh.
Yeah, and the Lovas in the middle not going to be doing well against 4 units of guards. It's just nothing left on the map for Khers right now. He's bringing in stuff to fight on the bottom side, but he's just firefighting with no water.
He's fanning the flames.
Just trying to blow really hard.
It's only making it worse. It's just throwing. And now the 105 off map's about to die to the T-30-45. I think it fired off once. And oh, wow. Somehow it still lived.
Yeah, it's gone. It's just
there
gone.
There it goes.
Well, 75 mm AT guns coming in. I mean, this is just over. I'm surprised that Khers is trying to play us out with the amount of units that he's got left on the map.
Yeah, people will call me a quitter, but I would have quit it when that triple tick happened. I would have been gone. Like, that's enough. This is unpleasant now.
Yeah, TU2S coming in again. These have been a problem from the beginning. And whilst Khers did bring in AA like very early on, probably identified that this would have been potentially a problem, there has never been a point at which he could have shot them down, because Onord also invested in his AA, which made the Flock Wolves kind of redundant in this game.
Well, and also Khers like sent his fighters after AA, so like they would get damage and would need to be repaired. So I don't think they were even around half the time to be called in. Flocka Wolf off map going after the Yak. That's getting hit by the 25 mil.
Nice try. 75 mil engaging the OB with the rate of fire though. Might just win out. Oh, it's going to trade. Oh, we don't get to see. I think the 75 mil won that one, but Khers going to be surrendering with the 27 minutes 47 seconds on the clock. Congratulations to Onord, takes the first game of this best of 3 in the 3rd place final, and a convincing KD.
Yeah, that was 3,400 to 1,560. It wasn't. I don't want to say it wasn't much of a game, but it from the get-go, Onord was smacking down. The only reason Khers lasted that long was because of some really heads-up macro play. Down south, grabbing that pocket of stuff, making good plays. But this was a poor division matchup on this map.
I almost think that Khers could have done more on that bottom side. Like,
yes,
he could have gone for the cut off. He could have preemptively reinforced infantry around the bottom of the lake, so that his position was much stronger. Maybe even got like AA super far up. And if you get it close enough to the spawn, then that's like really awkward for the TU2s, because they have to like do the circle before they can bomb, right? And
yep.
There is a lot of potential there for that play on the bottom side, but didn't really develop it after the start and just fed stuff in the middle.
Yeah, it kind of felt like he did that and then didn't expect it to work, and then it did, and he was like, what do I do with this?
True.
It's like, it's just like, a dog that actually catches its tail. What does it do now, kind of thing. And if we go over to the kills, we can see here everything that had more than 1,750 meters range absolutely decimated. SU-152, 85 mil AA, the T-34-85, the other SU-152, the bot. Just everything got value. It's hard to win when everything does this well.
Yeah, it's the beauty of the 44th Guards is they just have a lot of good value for money units, and the SU-152s are like the pinnacle of that.
Oh yeah.
On the side
so good.
of Khers though, things not looking so great. Definitely not as much value. Some of the Tolans and like the Toldi here getting 3 infantry kills. That's not too bad. But otherwise, yeah.
Very short list.
Very, very short list.
I was scrolling and it hit the bottom really fast. I was like, oh, that would be...
Well, yeah, an unfortunate game there for Khers. We'll have to see if he can bring it back in game 2. Anything else you'd like to say, Attack Power?
No. Sorry to Khers for a tough game 1, but definitely turnaroundable. He's definitely a player that can pull himself back out of a hole like this. So we'll see. Congrats to Onord.
Yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.